He has been linked with a return to Celtic for well over 6 months, but could we be about to see that return actually happen and Jota once again become a Celtic player? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It feels like Jota was only in Saudi Arabia for like a month, 2 months at the most, and then all of a sudden he pretty much wasn't working out at his new club, and a return to Celtic felt imminent. That was all that was being talked about. Jota being unhappy, Celtic trying to buy Jota back. Obviously, at the time, Celtic were clearly missing Jota. They still do miss Jota. He would undoubtedly walk into their team if he did return. So it made sense. Celtic were missing him. He wasn't really lighting up the Saudi Arabian League. He was getting left out of squads as well. So a move back to Celtic at that time looked like it could be possible. But now it appears that the Al Ittihad fans want him out. They have lashed out at Jota after his latest social media move, and it has indicated that he could potentially want to return to Celtic, or at least that there's only one club in his heart, and that club might be Celtic, because he deleted, he had 2 reels, he had 2 videos on his Instagram. One of them was him joining and being unveiled by Al Ittihad, and the other one was his farewell, the emotional farewell at Celtic. He's deleted one of those clips, and guess what? It wasn't the emotional farewell with Celtic. So the Saudi Arabian fans have took to X. They are not happy. They think that Jota doesn't care about their club. They believe his heart is at Celtic and they want him out. But, I mean, I look at the state of the Saudi Arabian League. How could anybody, any footballer that's good in their prime, how could you actually enjoy playing there? You know, it's a substandard league. You've got like really small attendances. None of the trophies are prestigious or important. It's different if you've made a career and you're in your mid to late 30s and you want to cash out and you want to make some money before you retire. That's one thing, but I mean, Jota hadn't even hit his prime. You know, he should be in Europe 100% trying to play in the European competitions, whether it be Champions League, Europa League. He should be trying to win trophies that actually matter. And people would probably laugh at this, but no, Scottish Premiership, Scottish Cup, those trophies are more valuable than the Saudi Arabian League, okay? The Saudi Arabian League doesn't mean shit. Just like when the Chinese League came around and it was signing, you know, some of the big players. I remember like one of the biggest players to go to the Chinese League. Obviously you had Hulk, he went there, then you had Oscar. Nobody cares about the trophies that those guys won in China. Hell, nobody even knows if those guys won trophies in China because it's that irrelevant. So yeah, we have Jota at the moment playing in a league that just doesn't matter. He's getting paid well, and fair play to him, but it's irrelevant, just like the Asian Champions League is irrelevant. And then you see the fact that he was being linked back to Celtic for such a long period of time. I also think with Celtic possibly selling Matt O'Reilly, they're looking for a lot of money for him. At least 20 million is the number that is getting floated around. I think reportedly they've rejected 20 million, so it looks like they want 20, 25 at least. If they can get that, could you make a portion of that money available for the Jota return to Celtic? I would say absolutely. So the Daily Record have reported this. There is multiple Saudi medias. I believe one of them is called Goal Studio. They have branded Jota's decision to remove this video as a surprising behaviour, and that they think the single clip left could show his expected destination with the player approaching departure. So, I mean, it does look like Jota is definitely going to leave Saudi Arabia. It looks like his time at that club is done. It hasn't worked out. It's not going to work out. And now we could potentially see him back at Celtic. Some of the Ittihad fans did take to social media. One was saying that he only cares about Glasgow Celtic and that Celtic can have him back. Another one says he's not interested because he's not the star of the team. And basically that he can go to Celtic because they're like a smaller club, they're a low club, and you can be the star there, which is, I mean, bullshit. Celtic are bigger than any Saudi Arabian club. So, yeah, could we see Jota return to Celtic? I think it's likely, especially if you get rid of Matt O'Reilly. I think that's a good deal, actually. I think Celtic fans would be content. I think they would happily get rid of Matt O'Reilly. If you're going to get like 20, 25 million plus, you're going to use that to bring in Jota and then maybe another midfielder. If you're getting rid of Matt O'Reilly and you're bringing in big money for him and you're getting Jota in return, for me that's a win-win. So yeah, no, I can see this happening. I'd say there's a decent chance of it. It looks like he's certainly leaving. He will be. I'm going to assume he's going to return to Europe. I do not think he will stay in Saudi Arabia. I mean, who knows? Maybe he could end up back in Portugal. That is a possibility. There's also Celtic are currently trying to sign Bernardo. Could we see both Portuguese players end up at Celtic Park? I mean, that could be the deal. You know, that could be the move that makes that happen. Celtic selling Matt O'Reilly could finance Jota's return and Bernardo's permanent transfer from Benfica. So, yeah, if I had to predict this, I think it's going to happen. I think there's like at least I'd say about a 50-50 chance that Jota is playing for Celtic next season. I'd say there's like pretty much no percent chance that he plays in the Saudi League. It's not worked out for him. He doesn't want to be there. And it looks like the Saudi fans don't want him there now either. When the fans don't want you there, it probably is time to go. Anyway, guys, let us know down in the comments. Would you take that? Would you take selling Matt O'Reilly if it meant bringing Jota back? I think that's a good deal. I think Celtic have got players in the midfield that are just as good as O'Reilly. You look at McGregor, you look at Hatate, there's not a massive step down there, but in terms of wide players, Celtic just do not have the quality in those wide areas right now that a Jota can give you. So I think this would be a good deal if Celtic can get it over the line. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.